video I'm going to compare TikTok versus Instagram. Now I've been on TikTok for a month now and I've been on Instagram for 6 years. So far on TikTok in a month I've been able to gain over 1,200 followers, and in 6 years on Instagram I've got 1,200 followers. So my favourite is towards TikTok, and I believe TikTok will possibly take over Instagram. My name is Bic Walker, and my aim here is to help handmade businesses and small business turn their hobby into a business. In the last few videos, I've been taking you along with me on my TikTok journey. Okay, so some of the things that I've been finding on TikTok that I'm enjoying is that TikTok is a much more fun platform to be part of, because a lot of people are dancing and creating content that are engaging, and I'm enjoying the movies and the fast-paced 15 seconds videos that is giving me the information. So it's really marrying entertainment and information together. I'm bored with Instagram because a lot of it is still images, and it's really not enticing for you to engage in that content. I find it a lot more easier to engage in people's content on TikTok as opposed to Instagram. A lot of my followers hesitate to put a little small comment on my post because they don't know what to say, whereas on TikTok the users understand that, maybe because they are younger and they like to comment on each other's posts, so they understand that commenting, liking and sharing helps the engagement, helps the algorithm of the platform, therefore reaches more people. The other thing that helps them to engage is that a lot of them are anonymous. So when you're starting on Instagram, you're starting with your close group of friends and followers and customers, and then you can grow from there, you know, using hashtags or tagging other people that they know, their network of friends. Whereas TikTok pushes your video out to people who have stuff in common or in the same interest area and also in the same geographic zone. But most of these people you don't know. Obviously there are a few friends that you've invited to follow in your account, but followers don't really matter because it's the engagement that matters. So a lot of the people who engages are maybe not followers or don't know you at all. So therefore it's easy for them to put a comment on without feeling embarrassed or self-conscious, or you know, whether they've said the right things or not. I find with some of my friends on Instagram have commented something and then the next minute they've deleted their comment because they feel that, oh no, that wasn't the right thing to say, I was being too negative and what would other people think of me. Whereas on TikTok, you know, people were texting me to say, I'd love it if you answer back on my comment, or when I do answer back they said, oh wow, you've answered back, I'm so happy, you've made my day. Along with the whole being anonymous, there are also negative comments. Because they are anonymous, it's easy for them to hide behind that mask, and so therefore they feel that they can give you that negative feedback. We talked about how the algorithm reaches people in your interest. Now the organic reach is insane. It is so much better than Instagram's organic reach. I'm on an engagement group on Instagram where, you know, we support each other by engaging in each other's posts, but I'm finding that is such hard work, you know, trying to get people to engage in your posts and then returning the engagement. Whereas TikTok, I put a video out and people actually engage. I can ask a question and then, you know, you get your likes and your comments. The other thing with TikTok is because it's average of 15 seconds video, the more people watching it on repeat, the better the algorithm gets. The more people share it, the better it gets. And the completion rate of your video, so to make that video engaging that people actually want to watch to the end, increases your organic reach without even the likes and the comments. A lot of the Instagram posts are still, even though people are adapting towards moving images and videos, majority of them are still pretty static pictures which are not interactive or engaging to watch. It's boring. TikTok is a lot faster paced. The bad thing about TikTok is that people judge you in 3 seconds. They can scroll up if they don't like what you have to say in the first 3 seconds. So they're not watching to the end or watching it on repeat. You have to think a bit more cleverly on how you're going to make your content so that it gives people a hook to watch to the end. The tutorials are really good because people have to watch that on repeat. Things like, you know, information, little quick information that people do watch on repeat. Even, you know, the dancing tutorials are quite good because It teaches people how to do the dance in slow motion, and people who are learning it have to then rewatch it again and again and practice the dance. It's really easy to get followers once you establish your market and your niche. So one of my videos went viral, and from there I gained over 1,000 followers within 2 weeks, and still growing. And that video is still getting more and more views. It's still getting pushed out, and it's still going viral. People just follow you. It's so much easier, and I don't know why, to be honest. Maybe it's a new program, why people hit that follow button easier than people hit that follow button on Instagram. Maybe you are dealing with a different audience, a faster paced audience, a younger audience. The videos are on full screen, which means it takes the whole length of your phone. So therefore it's a lot more engaging rather than the square image. I mean, I know now that you've got portrait and landscape on Instagram, but it's so nice and visible and engaging to see a video taking the full screen. TikTok's app turns on the sound, whereas on Instagram you have to manually tap on it to turn the sound on. But when you're opening a video on TikTok, the sound automatically goes on. So therefore people are listening to what you have to say. When there's a sound level involved, it engages people a lot more. It makes videos easier to watch if there's music involved. On top of that, there's trending music and trending sounds. So you could reuse the sound that people have used, reuse the popular sounds or reuse the popular music. And it's nice watching things like painting to music or even instructions to music. Makes it less boring. There are no boring selfies on TikTok. You know, of course there are people's faces on TikTok and people's movements and dances and bodies, but you're constantly seeing that person, even if they're moving and they're not talking, you see their personality be reflected in TikTok. There are a lot of funny people on TikTok because it is a platform to be funny, to be yourself, to experiment with comedy, and therefore your authenticity gets portrayed or manifested quite easily through video, rather than, you know, having a still image. You don't know what that person's like. You know, they could be picture perfect, but when you actually see a person moving, it's when you get to engage in their personality. You feel like you know them. You feel more invested in them as a person when you're following them. You're not constantly having to reinvent the wheel on TikTok, so you can use the same sounds, the same dances, the same trend. As long as you put your own twist to it. The hashtags are also suggested. So once you put a hashtag on, it tells you on the list what's trending. So you don't have to guess. It also tells you how many times that hashtag is used so that you could pick whether it's too big or if it's too small. You can pick the right hashtag for your niche. And the aim is to get onto the For You page, which is the suggested page. Then that pushes your content out to different strangers. I hardly even look at my TikTok on the following page, so the people that I'm actually following, I always look at it on the For You page. So what TikTok has selected for my preference, for my taste, for my niche. So what I've trained TikTok on what content I want to see. So overall, I think TikTok is starting to take over Instagram. It's a very powerful and engaging platform. I know there's a lot of hesitation around, you know, it being a Chinese platform and so on and so forth, but you can't deny that it's going to be the way of marketing. Video is already the way of marketing. TikTok is just all videos. If you have a small business, it's something really worth looking at. I mean, it is a little bit scary at first because, you know, you have to put your face on camera, but not all of the accounts you need your face on camera. You can just show the products like a cooking video. In my opinion, it's worth getting on early before it becomes too flooded. I think educational, self-help, mindfulness content is starting to be very popular on TikTok. So in the comments, put your TikTok handle so that I could check you out, perhaps even give you a follow, a view, a like, a share, and tell me about what your experiences and what you find on TikTok, whether it's negative or positive, it doesn't matter. If you like this video, please hit that subscription button, hit that bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video, and hopefully see you on TikTok.